This is as can't miss a prospect as there was in this draft. And the fact that 7 teams passed up on him is ridiculous. In my opinion, I would have taken him as high as 3.
Wow, those words really caught me off guard. Whenever I respect someone's basketball mind like Roberts and they say the words can't miss prospect, that will automatically get my attention. So I dug deep into Dyson, who I liked during the pre-draft process but didn't love and didn't see as a can't miss prospect. What did I miss? I knew he was a very good defender and a very good passer, but that didn't scream star like Robert is claiming him to be. I saw a kid who was left open a lot from beyond the arc because he couldn't shoot that well, and when he missed a shot, I did notice some inconsistencies with his mechanics. He also didn't have a quick first step, and for a lead guard that has a shaky handle, that's not gonna get the job done. And if he couldn't handle pressure at the G League level, he would struggle in the NBA. Those are my thoughts on his game. I saw certain skill sets of Lonzo Ball and Tyrese Haliburton in Dyson's game, which made him safe, but didn't scream star. Now, I watched his best game against the Raptors, and he did show the flashes of making a high-level read and executing it. It was an impressive game without question. Then, I watched more of him, and I saw the flashes of very good defense and high-level reads, especially for his age. So, I looked at his B-ball index grades, and I was left very impressed. Let's start off with his perimeter defense, interior defense, and who he's asked to guard at this stage of his career. When you look at his pickpocket rating, that's really impressive as he ranks in the 96th percentile. It's an estimate of how active a defender is on ball with steals, A+. Then, his steals per 75 possessions is an A- and deflections per 75 possessions with a B. Then, his loose ball rec rate is a B-, which is an estimate of percentage of loose balls a player recovers. This data point often correlates with grittiness and effort on defense. Then, his percentage of rim shots contested is an A, which ranks in the 91st percentile. That's incredibly impressive for a big man, let alone a guard. Then, if you look down, the rest of his grades in the interior, it will leave you wanting to know who he's guarding. Well, let's take a look at his stats. He legit guards primary ball handlers, secondary ball handlers, shot creators, slashers, athletic finishers, which tells me Willie Green already trusts him a lot, and that tells me his defensive awareness is already close to elite. I'm very impressed. Now, let's look at his playmaking. Literally incredibly impressive across the board with all these different metrics. The kid is a hooper. His playmaking talent is an A-, which ranks in the 85th percentile. Let's finish it off with Raptor, Rob's favorite. Aside from his offensive Raptor, he's a plus everywhere else. For a rookie, that's so impressive, and now I understand why Robert is projecting him to be a star. Let's take a look at what else Robert had to say about Dyson.
What Dyson Daniels does on offense, he's already an elite passer. Elite passer. Like, the reads that he made were very Tyrese-like, which is next level passing as a 19-year-old. As a defender, he's already like plus. And I know people who trained him this offseason, and how they spoke about this guy, and these are people that I trust. Like, how they spoke about this guy, they were like, he's a sponge. Anything you tell him once, he gets it. And someone that I trust a lot said, if you love Scotty Barnes, you're going to love Dyson Daniels. And that's when I started to hone in on this guy, and I started like watching interviews with him. This is as can't miss a prospect as there was in this draft. And the fact that 7 teams passed up on him is ridiculous. In my opinion, I would have taken him as high as 3 or 4. And the fact that he slipped to 8, look, all the potential that Shaedon Sharpe has, it is what it is. It's potential. It flashes in spurts, and we see it. I see the building blocks there. And yes, the best version of what that guy can be is the best player in, like, he's a top 5 player in the league if he ever hits the full.
So what's Daniels to you? What are you projecting him to be? Because it seems like he's like a star. I
you think he's a star. I guarantee you he will be an all-star. There's no way in hell that someone who works that hard, is that smart, that young, and that two-way can be anything but a star, like an all-star.
Oh, we'll see. That's super interesting.
But see, this is the thing. Like, his floor, like what he like. I look at floor ceiling, right? So for me, Dyson Daniels has, like,
I love the conviction.
Like, oh, it is.
I mean,
100%.
I love the conviction.
Like for me, Dyson Daniels' floor is solid starter for 15 years. Like his floor is that. There's no way that this guy is not that, barring an injury. He's too smart, too committed, loves the game, like fluidly loves the game. His entire character profile, like you talk to people who knew him or knew him in Australia, like there's not a blip on this guy's record. Coachable, great teammate. Like this is just the guy who thrives in the league. This is what I would have said about Thaddeus Young 15 years ago if you asked me this question. Like that's a guy who just starts in the league. Can he ever?
Does he become better than Scotty Barnes?
I don't think so. Okay. But like that's kind of but see, he's a way better defender than Scotty already. Like, way better defender. And I think the passing is similar. I think the scoring and the athleticism for Scotty
he's that cerebral to you?
As a passer?
He's cerebral like Scotty Barnes cerebral?
Yeah.
Cerebral like Scotty Barnes, that's high praise. I don't think he's there yet, but I do see the potential. I see why Pelican fans and Robert are so excited. Is it enough for me to think he will become a multiple-time All-Star? Not yet. I need to see more, and I need him to do it for a longer period of time. I don't like to throw those labels around on players, but Dyson is definitely on my radar now, and I wish him nothing but success with the Pelicans. Well, that's going to do it, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the CK Podcast here on the Basketball Zone YouTube channel. Make sure you guys check out Robert's YouTube channel, Pensare Basketball. Awesome analysis, breakdowns, all good stuff there on this channel. We'll link it down below. Robert, as always, my brother, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.